Geraldine Laybourne has always been known for the unique way her mind works. It was something noticed and noted even on her kindergarten report card.
She tends to wander around between activities as if she had nothing to do.
I think it's like completely typical of me. My mind is always onto something new. And I thought it was hilarious that that was already showing up at 5 years old.
Since her days in kindergarten, a lot more people have noticed each time Gerry Laybourne has set her mind on something. They noticed when she founded Oxygen Media, and they certainly noticed when she was brought in to create a children's network called Nickelodeon.
I got a chance to build something for an audience that I adore. I got to do it in an industry that I adore. I got to be a pioneer.
Nickelodeon, the first and only network for kids.
When Gerry got to take over the network, she made a lot of changes, and I think at the heart of that change was a vision for what Nickelodeon could be, which was really making the channel a place for kids.
And that channel reflected her belief that kids had a voice, had a sense of humor, and that they deserved a creative environment that was inspirational and fun and something no one had seen before.
I thought, you know what? Let's try to find the people that have characters actually living inside them. And then we found people like Arlene Klasky and Gabor Chuplo with Rugrats, and we found John Cristofalusi, who actually had Ren and Stimpy living inside him, which explains a lot about his later problem.
My brother and I were huge guinea pigs for her.
They'd cry, "Mom, please, no more TV."
But she was the only person who understood that children were an intelligent audience that would appreciate creative, good programming.
The feeling that kids had was kind of echoed by parents who admired that Nickelodeon had created this place where their kids could really enjoy themselves and they could feel comfortable with their kids being in Nickelodeon.
After making Nickelodeon cable's most watched network, Gerry's mind began wandering again.
We have every intention of being wildly popular, and we're well on our way to that. Our idea was that modern women, young women, are much different than my generation. That they're very independent, very optimistic. They really think they can do anything, and they've got a lot of confidence, and that we should build a brand with that essence in it.
Oxygen, it's in you.
I remember it clear as day because I said, you know, when I was a kid, Mom, you made Nickelodeon for kids because we needed it. And now I'm a young woman and I don't see myself reflected on television anywhere. There's nothing intelligent, there's nothing playful, there's nothing risky.
She always had this kind of zeal for trying to figure out what she could do for women. Clearly, it came from the heart for her, and a lot of things always work well for Gerry when it comes from the heart.
Gerry was a true partner to everyone she worked with. You always had the sense that you were in it together with her, and you never felt that there was something you couldn't bring to her. I would say I've never had an idea that I walked in, talked to Gerry Laybourne about that she didn't make better.
Thanks to her, you know, and all the path that she set, you know, I've really had one of the best careers in television.
I would say Gerry is one of the archetypical people in the cable industry. I think you only need to say the name Gerry and people think of Gerry Laybourne. And in that sense, she's a true pioneer.
Advertisers couldn't help themselves but take a step back and say, wow, yeah, women really are the chief purchasing officers of their family.
I feel like I've been on an adventure. I feel like the luckiest person alive.